just in time because we are live as of now. Once more, coming back with Abomination Vaults again this week. Right on cue. Most of the party is not here yet, but I do want to give a special shout out to Foundry for this cool new party sheet that everybody has, so that we can all see our beautiful, lovely characters all together in one place, and then laugh at Ziri for being a witch with no HP or saving throws. But this comes as no surprise to you by now, right?
Where did Gex take damage?
Okay.
I think Gex just hasn't healed from having his max HP increased upon level up. Also, it's Gex, not Gex. Gex is something very, very differently, and I'm not allowing Gex to be a familiar.
But I want my lizard.
No. Regardless, is everyone here?
All of you with
What happened to Gideon?
I'm here.
we had a fight. You don't remember?
We'll get
Yeah,
to that.
we've had a couple of fights.
We'll go around and introduce ourselves very quickly. I am DM Stray. You may know me from such things such as Maid RPG, Fatal, and the ever popular Blue Magic chart that shows what breeds can interbreed with each other. I made that. You're welcome. Go to you, Gideon. Go ahead and introduce yourself and your character.
Add that to the
What
trivia
chart now?
section.
Don't worry about
I
that.
refuse to follow up on this.
That's a real chart. We'll talk about the anal circumference table some other time, Zilly.
That's a different game.
Alright, I'm marking it down.
Zilly, have you never heard? Anyway, we're not side tangent for another day.
All right, we're ignoring that entire thing. I'm Gideon. I'm playing a human fighter. I'm currently pretty beat up because we've been fighting our way through here for a while. I don't have a great weapon right now, but this is my penance because I sold some books.
Not just any books. Whose books?
Oh, witches books.
There you
My
go.
book.
I would recommend.
We'll go to you,
Could
Cezanne.
be any witch.
Could be any witches.
I'm Relief. I'm playing Cezanne the cleric. And somehow, despite us being in here for the last several sessions, I still have spell slots.
Help.
There is no helping you.
Cezanne looking to Gideon. I don't know, but I'm out of healing slots. Slow pan to the gun in the back of his back from Ziri. Wesk, we'll go to you.
I'm Wesk. I'm playing the Kobold Gunslinger. Gun crits. That's all I have to say.
That's enough out of you. Ziri, what are you, give us something about you.
I'm silly. I play Ziri. She is a necromancery, witchy type thing that really dislikes it when people sell her fucking books out from under her nose. And then she'll make zap zap.
Don't worry, we got her more books. We got her a lot more books.
But they're
Foundry
not the
won't load for
same
me. It's
books.
just me.
You said Foundry's not loading for you?
I loaded it
Correct.
fine.
Right, hold on. I'm just gonna exit out of here and try restarting in time.
Something about Atari just seems to be really memory intensive.
It wouldn't be a session if we weren't starting with technical difficulties,
I
let's
don't
be
want to
honest.
talk about it. I don't know what you guys are fucking doing.
I'm loaded in fine, don't put
Yeah,
this
but
on
it's
me.
literally only this party every time we do Abomination Vaults.
I
Is
think
it,
it's something to do with the
does
Atari
it?
map because it takes an ungodly amount of time to load.
doesn't Tiff crash out at least once every session of Ravenloft?
Yes, but that's because her PC just dies anytime she does anything at all. It's a little upsetting. We will give...
Labeled as the new rose card.
Yes.
I mean, I know that we were called that, but
It's okay. The Ravenloft team is just called Strangers.
I would probably take strangers.
Over a new Rose Guard?
I mean, are you asking me or Gideon? Gideon would absolutely take the title.
There we go. Now it's slowly loading for me.
Yeah. That'll be fun when we move to the next map and you have to load again. For
Yeah,
one
my
hero
laptop
point,
is
who would...
Not a hefty boy.
It is not a hefty boy indeed. For one hero point, who would like to give us a quick rundown as to what happened last time on D&DZ?
Last time, we went through a gauntlet of hell with a series of traps, where there were various versions of Wolfgrone inside them, with various happenings going on. One was on fire, one was under an earthquake, one was covered in a flood. Every time you stepped in front of one of these, you were hit with either fire, water, earthquake, or whatever else the malady was in the globe suggested. Gideon got hit by a number of these. Gideon thought he was sinking into the ground multiple times, but whenever he looked up, he was just fine. His arm just basically broke in half, but no one else saw that, so it was all cool.
It was all cool indeed.
Fortunately, we were able to disarm some of these and temporarily disable others via magic. And then we went into a room to the north of us, where we found... I don't remember what he was.
An Ettercap.
Ettercap. We killed him.
Pretty sure he was the king of the Ghost City.
Yeah, he thought he was a lot of things, and then he got his head cut off. After that, we grabbed some loot and booked it back this way. And now we are exploring the more southern parts of the first basement floor. Because we noped the hell out of the second basement floor, because, my god, I'm not going to fight anything down there without a sword.
Okay. Well,
Did I miss anything? We went through a bathroom, we went through a torture chamber. Not too much.
Well, the two of us saw something in that last image of Wolfcrone.
Yeah, this ain't about you.
I said the two of us.
What pit?
Yeah, this ain't about you.
ribs curl back. Anyway, that's good enough, and we will pick off pretty soon. So we find ourselves once more in the second basement floor of the Gauntlet, traipsing through ruins beyond your wildest dreams, large towering ceilings above you in this sort of processional hallway before you meander off to the east down a quieter, darker tunnel behind two doors. And so we will begin. And just as a reminder to you, Raleigh, you now have your astrology tracked on your character token.
Yeah. I see it.
Okay.
Shouldn't we all get a hero point for starting?
Yes, we will get to that. Thank you for that. Everyone without hero point will obtain one. Oop.
Ah, good. The doors are.
Oh, yes.
It's okay, I think this door was open last time.
I accidentally opened it for you last time, yes.
Ah.
But we may continue whenever you are ready.
I was born
No, you
sure
aren't.
were born.
ready.
I don't think any of us were born ready for this world, but here we are.
Let's see, what do I got right now? I have the hatchet and no shield. That
You have a shield.
yes, but I'm not using it right this second.
Ah. Okay.
I'm keeping a very careful track of that. So I am going to open this door with my hatchet drawn.
Okay. Swing open this doorway. Several shelves greet your line of sight. Lining the wall of this room. Each of them is filled with tools for cleaning or repairing things. A cane
Glance over the shelves.
lies amid a tangle of mops, brooms, and buckets that lie haphazardly around this room.
Interesting. What kind of cane? Is it fancy or is it just wood?
You would have to give me a perception check or just examine it. However, it is underneath a veritable deluge of brooms and mops and buckets. It would be guaranteed to make a noise. You cannot tell anything remarkable about the cane at this glance, Gideon. I will give you a lower warfare check if you would like to.
I would love to.
Okay. This is a sword cane.
Ooh,
You can
I know somebody.
barely make out a silver, little latch on it.
I would like to take that back.
You would like to take what back?
Sword cane.
Okay. It is in a pile of things, however. It looks like if you attempt to retrieve this thing, you will have to just brush aside this massive debris pile.
I see.
It will make some noise.
Can I listen at the doors to see if there's anything I can hear?
Go for it. Meanwhile, what are the rest of you doing?
Oh. I'll be taking my kind of first glances at the room since I was around the back.
Same thing I described to Gideon. This seems to be some sort of supply closet. Cleaning supplies litter the room around you. Rather mundane. Sort of out of place in a place like the Gauntlet, but most of the tools in here are clean and in good condition. Unlike the rest of the Gauntlet, littered with debris.
Thankfully not torture tools this time.
Eh, torture in a sense.
I see somebody doesn't believe in keeping their gear clean.
No, I believe in keeping my gear clean. I believe that keeping all of this clean is probably torturous. Unless gestures vaguely referring to the generality of the gauntlet.
Yeah, cleaning a barracks ain't that hard.
Your two marshals bicker back and forth before Wesk swings open a door to the south. The first thing you immediately see, Wesk, two giant hulking humanoid figures flank you from this doorway. Please give me a perception check. I will also allow a crafting should you wish to do that.
Am I able to do both, or one or the other?
I will allow you to choose which one.
I will take the perception then.
Okay. You immediately see two giant, large clay golems in this room flanking you, but they do not seem to be moving. Your heart skips a beat, only for a moment, and you hope that nobody else saw you flinch for just a moment.
Well, that's unnerving.
You step into this room. This room is much dustier and older looking than the rest of the entirety of the Gauntlights. These large figures, whatever they are, whatever built them, are covered in a similar layer of dust. They easily tower over you, Wesk. Since you are a small creature, they are probably about 4 times your size.
Those aren't active, right?
Well, if they are,
Check.
they certainly got their. I was gonna make a mime joke, but I don't really feel like it works here. They're old. They're covered in dust.
I
Little-
assume I heard nothing at this door.
You did actually hear a couple of voices very low. You do not understand what they are saying, however, Gideon.
flapping sound in my hand, like a mouth.
Okay. I think Wesk's attention is drawn to the golems as he opened the door about that time. But you, Cezanne, and you, Ziri, probably spotted that. Cezanne and Ziri, what are you two doing as your marshals explore this room further?
He motioned with his motion. I want to see if I can make out anything from the noises.
Okay.
Make any kind of roll for that.
Yes, you would have to give me a perception check as it is through thick stone walls.
Can I also do that?
You may.
Stray, does it seem like these golems would even be able to fit out of the door?
They can. They can squeeze through.
Okay.
Remember, you can squeeze through in this system pretty easily. You do hear the voices, Ziri, but you do not speak this language, which is surprising considering you speak so many languages. You are unable to tell what they are saying to each other, but you do hear two voices.
Wait, did Ziri make a roll? I might have desynced.
Ziri did indeed make a roll.
Did you see my roll?
Yes, I saw both of your rolls.
They're
Okay.
private rolls, so you wouldn't.
Oh, so I wouldn't see. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm dumb.
I'm gonna
Correct.
tap Wesk on the shoulder, motion up north, and then make the same flapping noise with my hand.
Wesk will shrug, and he's already got his pistol out, kukri out, so we'll just walk up behind them.
Okay.
If Ziri will allow, I'd like to muscle Ziri out of the way off to the left, so that I can pull my hatchet out and be near the door.
Okay. As you step towards the door, you do still hear the quiet chittering of something having a conversation that you do not understand. But feel free to continue when ready.
Oh boy.
Oh, you'll be fine.
I'll be dead.
And the first thing you notice
Disagree.
as you enter this room, the walls and floor of this room has been crudely graffitied on, depicting some sort of hellish visage of burning mountains, tormented souls, destroyed cities, which would be scary if it weren't so crudely drawn, almost as if a child was drawing on these walls. As you swing open the door, however, a creature steps into view, flittering before you all.
Oh, fuck these guys. Fuck these guys. I hate it.
This strange creature, half fly, half grotesque, fat, pig man looking thing, with pincers and a long fly tongue, grotesque, ripped fly wings jutting out of its back as if surgically attached more so than an organic creation, skitters into view. None of you, however, speak Infernal, I believe.
Uh-huh.
No, I only speak Dwarvish.
Or Infernal
Ironically, Amor's.
is a little rusty. Despite this, however, a message assaults your mind, Gideon, in common. Well, at first it was some sort of language you don't register. It switches to a different language as it greets you now, with a droning, buzzing noise in your head as it speaks. as it is. There we go. The creature speaks to you. Intruders! What are you doing here? Don't make me get the guards. The rest of you hear nothing but the buzzing. What would you like to do, Gideon?
I would like to charge at it.
Okay.
Beelzebub ain't no friend of mine.
Go ahead and give me that attack roll, and then we will roll initiative.
That's a good start to today.
Yeah? We doing some good rolls?
Just, I'll take my hero point.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
It's okay. I didn't realize you were gonna do it, but...
I just realized I could.
We will do one of these.
Oh, West's perception. Jesus Christ.
Good old Wesk's perception indeed.
I mean, I have a better initiative than Wesk. He just didn't roll one.
Yeah, you've never been good at initiative rolls, unfortunately.
I have
That
a
seems
plus
to be your
11.
Yes, and you've almost always rolled under a 5.
Healing
gone
curse.
first.
Can I get my music to work?
I've actually gotten first a couple of times this session. It's the other campaign where I roll low.
Darn, my music is not going to work well for me, it seems like. At all, really.
Yeah, I'm sorry if anyone wanted to talk to the Beelzebub creature, but I don't want to talk to the fly demon. Infernal fly demon.
Frankly, I just see it buzzing at us.
We're going to start off combat with you, Wesk. As you are the first to react as this thing skitters into view. Go ahead and give me that attack roll, though, if you would, Gideon. I will allow you to
I did.
immediately. Oh, it was lost in all of the initiative rolls.
You rolled a 20.
That was the first thing that was rolled.
That is going to hit.
Okay.
Gideon swings the door open. Some sort of creature skitters into view for everyone except Ziri. And Gideon immediately attacks. That is going to be 8 points of damage. And Wesk, you are now up.
Truly, this is the most horrifying thing we've come across thus far. It's pause.
You are absolutely right. That is my bad. Wesk, using Into the Fray, immediately can stride. Begins to stride. Wesk, you crash into something.
What in the world? I'm gonna feel out for whatever I crashed into.
Okay, go ahead and give me an unarmed strike. Actually, just give me a flat d20. I've changed my mind. You can't feel anything. It was here just a second ago, Wesk. Regardless, you have 2 actions left. Sorry, 3. I forget that into the fray is a full stride, not just 10 feet.
Yep.
Alright, that is a hit. Go ahead and roll your damage for me, please, bud. As Wesk fires at this thing, seemingly doing no damage. As your bullet slams into this thing's hide before being completely stopped, it scatters to the ground with a tink, tink, tink.
No bludgeoning, no piercing.
Ugh, that's rough.
That's a problem.
Okay. Sword and pistol does still proc because it just has to be a successful strike.
Yes. So it is now off guard to your melee strike, if you would like to swing. Okay. Wesk taking the opportunity to reload. That does hit. Roll your damage. You crash your weapon into this thing, and it feels like you are hitting solid stone for some reason. What should be a nice squishy underbelly on this thing, your weapon cannot pierce.
Interesting.
The thing now being accosted like a feral animal by Wesk as he comes skittering between your legs, fires, hits, but like little creature doesn't seem to be causing any damage to this strange monster in front of you. You've got one action left, I believe, Wesk.
Without metagaming, did I see that Wesk ran into something before he stood there?
I would say yes.
Good.
Wesk is just going to sigh and not too much I can think of with the items I got on hand right now, so we're just gonna pass the turn.
Okay. He's going to go to this creature's turn. As we are going to... You each watch as it begins to chant a spell.
I'd like to attack of opportunity. That is manipulate action.
It sure is. Go ahead for it, bud.
I'm not sure it'll do anything, but
That is a hit. Please remember to target the enemy.
oh, sorry.
Makes my job a little easier. You crash this weapon down on your foe.
Oh, I have a silver hatchet.
Once again, somehow bumbling your way into the right order of things.
Gideon's luck stats 100, everything else.
You crash into this thing. However, we are going to... not that. Actually, you know what? Fuck it. Yeah, sure, why not? Suddenly,
Suddenly stinks.
an absolute shit ton of rather large snakes emerges into view, surrounding you, Wesk and Gideon, in a giant pile of them, as this creature buzzing hideously.
Where the fuck did these come from?
I would point at the creature, but I'm a little preoccupied. What with the snakes?
Wesk, Gideon,
Snake pile.
please give me a reflex save. Cezanne, you watched Gideon and Wesk dart into that room only to watch snakes just pour out suddenly. You see this as well, Ziri. There must be at least 6 snakes now.
You know, I thought you were gonna say there's at least 5 snakes. And I was gonna say, yeah.
At least 5, but more like
There's
110.
there's at least 5. You each take 1 point of pierce damage. Please give me another fortitude save, please.
Fortitude or reflex?
Sorry, reflex. You are right. We take those.
Who's this we?
We take those.
The DM takes this.
And you two, please give me another reflex save.
I'd like to reroll.
You may.
Better.
I'll keep mine.
Okay. As these snakes pile on top of you, there's nowhere to go, there's no defending against this, it is just already over top of you. No defensive maneuvers can save you now, you just have to just muscle and throw off the ones attempting to bite you. Wesk, you are not having a good time of it right now, whereas your defense is mostly built around evasion. There is nowhere to evade.
I'm used to grabbing things. I will grab some snakes.
You sure will, bud. Oh, that's interesting. I like that. Where is... There it is. We are going to bring back an old friend, shall we? Let's go ahead and welcome our good friend, the Fae. Suddenly, emerging from the pile of debris around you, Ziri and Cezanne, a little man. A little man grabs a broom nearby. Before it is going to attack you, Cezanne, as it shrieks at you. You each watch as, or rather, you and Cezanne see it, Ziri, as the implements in the room come to life under this thing's command, and it is going to whip
It's not a crit.
dozens of brooms at you, however. It immediately then begins to whip dozens of scalpels and scrapers at you, Cezanne. You are going to take another 12 points of slashing damage. And finally, it whips a large... it whips a perhaps too large
Oh no.
broken broom at you, and it clatters to the floor before it can hit you. And we are going to go now to... You, Ziri, as you are now up.
Sorry, what was the last?
What was the last thing?
The last thing that just happened. My computer cut out.
Okay.
This thing came into the room.
A small little man emerged from hiding
Oh, yes,
in the
yes.
room and started whipping these cleaning implements at Cezanne painfully.
Rude.
Very.
Is it my turn?
It is indeed your turn.
Okay. I would like to cast this on the little man.
Okay. It is going to roll a fortitude save. And crit fail. Please roll your damage.
It's also now fatigued.
Correct.
Oh god.
Ziri, seeing her comrade under attack and still a little bit miffed,
Oh my gosh.
reaches out and grips this small creature that might fit in her hand before squeezing it from afar. You've all seen Star Wars Force Choke. It's that, except targeted on the stomach. Cezanne, you hear something snap. You look down to check your own arm to see if something broke when that broom hit you, only to realize that this thing's rib cage is beginning to crush inward on itself. Ziri, you have one action left. Always a good choice, as Ziri
Good
grips it with one hand and with her other conjures a
We
thin...
can just assume if I have one action left from now on, it's gonna be a sheet.
Excellent.
Gideon, you are
It's
now
the only
up.
way I survive.
Great. Keeping his hatchet out, he's gonna take a guarded step away from the snakes, but still towards this man,
Okay.
which I can barely even see under the pile of snakes, but he is going to attempt to grab this man.
Okay, give me a strike, please. That is going to hit. Oh, sorry, no, it's not off guard to you. That is going to miss
Yeah,
by
sorry, it's
one.
only off guard to me.
Unless you would like to use your reaction to feint, Wesk. Go ahead and give me that attack roll. That is unfortunately not going to hit.
Damn,
By
sorry.
one again.
But he is off guard to him.
Ends at the end of my turn.
Yes.
Ah. Shit sucks.
That is one action to step, one action to grab. You have one action left, Gideon.
Let's go for the snagging strike.
Okay. That is a hit, surprisingly. With the...
This time, he's off guarded for everyone.
You are correct. Ooh, not that.
Not me. No thank you, sir.
There we go. You crash your weapon into this thing and it screeches in pain. As your attack, you throw your full weight into it and it stumbles backwards a little bit under your blow. Cezanne, you are up.
Happen to
Do
get
I
these
have-
silver bullets in there.
Do I have a line of sight on the thing that I have watched them hit multiple times, the summoner?
Yes.
Okay. I'd like to attempt a divine lance against it.
Okay. Go ahead.
I'm gonna use a hero point reroll.
Okay. That is going to hit. Please roll your damage for me. Amazing. As this thing collapses. And I believe, let me double check.
Uh-oh.
Does killing the summer destroy the summoned or no?
I believe it has to be sustained, so yes, it will disappear. Not yet, but when it cannot be sustained on its next turn, it will vanish. Wesk, you are up.
So for my last action... Oh.
Or that. What would you like to do, Suzanne?
I'd like to Zeri it.
You would like to Zeri it. Suzanne, having learned a thing or two from you, Zeri, you don't know whether you're proud or ashamed, begins to conjure up a field of blue stars around himself in protection. Wesk, you are up. As the
That would be a good
creature
kind of
falls,
focus,
you
Smokey.
each hear a screech from this room. No!
I'm going to seek out that thing I bumped into before.
Okay. Let me go ahead and roll your perception check. In that secret... Nope, never mind. Wait, what's that secret? Hold on. Does it automatically roll that?
That was secret, Stray.
It's in secret, yep.
Huh.
Attempts a single
Neat.
secret perception check for you and compares the result.
That's good. Clicking it that way. I like that. That's fun.
Still secret.
That's good. It's supposed to be.
Okay.
Wesk, you detect something, and while you do not know its exact location, you do get a good feeling about where it is. You have 2 actions left.
Alrighty. I am... I'm gonna point it out to Gideon.
Okay. Wes, scanning for a minute, points out a creature to you, Gideon, that you are now able to identify as well.
And with that, I am going to attempt to shoot it.
Go for it.
That's not targeted on, obviously, but...
Yes. Go ahead and give me a flat d20 roll. Okay.
Ooh.
You fire, and you watch as something shifts in the air, something barely perceptible. 2 motes of inky blackness, just barely perceptible to you, dart to the side. And while you might have missed, you realize there is definitely something in this room now. That brings us to you. The rat snakes disappear. As the creature
I'm just thankful I somehow happened to bring the right item in this room.
Yeah.
I'm thankful that I took a look over the actions I could take.
Yep. Yep, yep.
Okay. Nice. Could have been worse, but
Could have been worse.
Gideon,
What?
a searing ray of fiery, intense light charges up before firing a pinprick-sized, purified beam of the sun directly at your chest, and it twists your body as it impacts. Your entire right shoulder is instantly on fire. You quickly pat it out, but whatever this creature is darts away quickly.
Wait. Oh, he wasn't in getting. Damn it.
Nope. He did
Sazan.
not end his turn there.
Yeah?
A creature flits into view, and as the shadows of this poorly illuminated room hit it, a creature emerges into sight beside of you, huffing and puffing and panting.
Oh, no.
Ziri. The little man is very mad.
The little man's still here?
The little man is still here.
Still here until the end of this turn. Household. Okay.
Ziri, you watch as the implements that once battered and bruised Sazan now instead whirl around to target you, crashing into you. A pile of brooms, buckets, and cleaning supplies crash into your body, knocking you prone before you can react.
Can I use my shield?
You may. It has not damaged you yet, but it will now. It is going to deal 7 damage. Would you like to shield block for me? I'm going to take that as a yes.
I clicked the button. I'm trying. My computer's having a rough time.
Okay. You are going to still take 2 points of damage. But the shield eats 5 points of damage and shatters as these brooms come crashing down on you over and over and over. And lastly, you, Sazan, he whips around and attacks you once more.
Miss.
Yes, I know it wouldn't have hit anyway, but before with a screech, the creature vanishes. We're going to go to you, Gideon.
Great. Did I see
Wait,
the creature fly
doesn't
along
Ziri
this
get
way?
a turn?
Oh yes, you are absolutely right. Ziri, you are up.
Okie dokie.
Actually, I can see this thing.
Hold on, I'm reading stuff.
It's okay. Take your turn when you want.
Do remember you're on the ground because you got knocked down.
Oh yeah, can I stand up?
You may. That'll be one action.
And then I would like to cast this on the dude in the corner.
Okay. It is going to make a fortitude save. And pass, so it will take half damage. Please roll your damage for me. As Ziri's standing, angrily knocking...
In the world.
Ziri's standing, batting away brooms and dustpans and boxes of dishwashing liquid, hurling it across the room, and with the one hand not batting and knocking away things on top of her that have now covered her in soaps and oils and some sort of other viscous, slimy liquid. She reaches out and grips this thing's chest and begins to squeeze it from a distance. I believe that is you now, Gideon.
It sure is. Alright. Y'all know what time it is. Say it with me now.
Okay. Gideon, bracing himself, begins to just charge through, stumbling and almost tripping on the pile of debris in this room now. Charges in, and you watch as this thing becomes... Please give me a flat d20, Gideon. Alright, your attack whiffs completely.
I'd like to re-roll that.
Okay. I will say it will not matter your...
Ah, well. Here we are.
Wow.
As the light hits this thing, Gideon, it vanishes from view. So as you turn the corner, you watch as it disappears in a flicker. Cezanne, you watched as this thing disappeared as well, the moment Gideon appeared in the doorway.
Can I drop my shield?
Are you beholding a shield?
That's
No,
what has
it's
the
not.
light attached to it. It
No,
should
it's
be on my
not.
back. I'm just asking if I can drop it on the ground so that the light goes away.
I will say dropping is a free action, yes. I will also
that.
point out it is not... That won't smother the light. Your shield is glowing from magic from Cezanne, I believe.
I see. Could Cezanne remove the light as a free action?
Yes, he can dismiss.
I'd like to ask
Yes.
him to dismiss the spell immediately.
It is not a free action, however.
It's one action, right?
Correct.
I see. Well, I'm going to tell him to do that, and in the meanwhile, I'm going to make a strike at where I think this thing is.
Okay. Give me another flat d20.
Well, first off, let's see if I can grab it.
Okay.
Flat D20 first.
Yep.
God! Not a good day for me.
You gotta snatch at this thing and you grab something only to pull it back and you realize it's a box of detergent. This is a bucket.
Roll 2 1 straight. Oh, yes. Alright.
Cezanne,
Your
you
turn,
are
Cezanne.
up.
Yeah.
I just finished pleading with you to remove the light spell.
In response, already on it. I'm gonna dispel the spell. Dismiss the spell. Yeah, no, trust me, that was already my first thought when I saw
I
what
figured it
happened there.
was.
Alright. In the darkness, this thing flickers back into view, Cezanne, as you dismiss your spell.
This is actually a good position. Now it cannot move without getting an attack of opportunity.
I'm also going, as my second action, I'm gonna cast that onto Gideon here.
Okay. Go for it. Cezanne, thinking quickly under Gideon's instruction, powerful. Healing Hands is powerful.
Yes, it is.
2d10s. Sazan, thinking quickly under Gideon's instruction, dismisses his spell, granting the man a reprieve from his wounds. But I believe that is all your actions.
It is.
Okay. Wesk, you are up.
All right. Oh. I see it
Yeah.
now.
No, you
Oh.
don't.
No, you don't. Wesk, as you step into the room, the monster must be in here. You turn the corner to see Gideon swinging at nothing.
With the bottle of bleach in my hand.
Yep.
To be fair, the last thing you would have heard would have been forces on to turn the light spell off.
Would I have heard that?
You're 10 feet away.
I would say yes. It's not like you're in a wide open cavern. Noise travels pretty easily down here in the Gauntlet.
All right.
As funny as it would be.
That would be cruel at that point.
As funny as it would be.
I'll command the Wayfinder's light spell off.
Right, that will be your second action. What would your third action like to be? He snaps a pistol into his pistol. A pistol into his pistol. I'm gonna go with that.
I
If
fire
gun doesn't work, use more gun.
Sword chucks, yo.
a gun that
That's a
fires
classic
smaller
reference.
guns that fires chainsaw bullets.
That's on fire with tits.
I believe it was the tits that are on fire. But my god, we're reaching back to like 2000 right now.
Caligus the robot.
Fucking 8-bit theater.
Alright. Coming to this creature's turn, however, it... Okay. Yeah, we're just gonna do that then.
Uh-oh.
Go ahead and give me a fortitude save if you would, Gideon. Click that fortitude
First
save
attack
button.
of opportunity.
Correct.
And with
That is going to hit.
oh, well, never mind then.
It'll be fine, bud.
I'm gonna say, if that makes it a crit, cool.
It will not. You slammed this thing, taking advantage of the opportunity that it presented to you as it begins to cast a spell.
I roll good on the fort saves.
However, you are still blinded for a turn as inky black tendrils creep in out of the corners of your vision before your eyes grow black.
I can't see shit.
Let's see, what is this thing's... Ah, there we go. And you each watch as it flits from the room quickly. Sierra, you are up. The immediate danger has passed, but you are now sitting in a pretty dark room.
Do I know which way the thingy went?
You've watched it fly past you out of the room, That's about as far as you got. You would have to run out into the hallway and look for it.
Couldn't have gone real fucking far.
You don't know that, and you don't know what its move speed is.
There's still something in by you, Wesk.
No. And there's a dead body, but that's it.
It's just a corpse. Nobody panic. Siri, acting quickly, calls out to Wesk for confirmation before hesitantly and defensively staggering out into the hallway. You don't see anything in this hallway. Cursing
Don't see
Gideon
him.
for lighting the torches earlier. You crash into something, Siri. You have one action left. Is that another shield?
It sure is.
Wait, didn't her shield break? I don't think she can use it.
Oh, you're right. Your shield did break earlier. So you cannot
What's
cast
the
it.
rule on breaking it?
So basically, your shield has a certain amount of HP. If you drain it, you can't cast it again for 10 minutes. It's once per fight once it breaks.
Shit, I started rotating.
I have begun to rotate.
Not as catchy.
Not as good as I have begun to spin.
I would like to do this.
Okay. Go ahead and let me attempt your perception check for you. Feels bad, man. You don't see anything, Zuri.
Cool. I guess that's the end of my turn.
Gideon, you are up. Every square is difficult terrain for you.
I should no longer be blinded.
So until the creature's next turn?
Until the target's next turn begins.
Ah, you are absolutely correct.
Oh, wow.
You have no idea where this thing could have went.
Wesk, anything go by you? Well, I imagine I heard that conversation. So I know it's not up here. I'm gonna run out into the hallway. A well-lit hallway. Which braziers are lit?
You lit these two specifically, I believe.
Great.
You have not lit this third one down here.
Excellent. Well, I have no idea where that thing went, so my best option right now is to seek, and I don't have that immediately on my bar. There it is.
Nothing doing, bud. You don't know whether it went west, south, could have went north through this area. Your best bet is to just chase it down wherever it went.
Cool. We'll do it again.
Nothing doing, bud.
That's all I can do.
Look and look and look, and you don't see anything out of the ordinary.
I got no fucking idea.
Sazan, you are up.
I've just watched 2 of my companions run out of the room. 15. You guys seen it?
I couldn't find shit.
I'm gonna have to seek him at this point, see if I can get a whiff of it,
Okay, go ahead.
glance of it. Where's the seek command?
I will put it on your character sheet for you.
Every day I get closer to wanting a wand of fairy fire.
Fairy Fire is a real good spell, but
Yep.
It's a very good spell when it's useful.
Yeah, it's one of those spells that's like real situational, but in that exact situation, it's real fucking good.
you don't spot anything, Sazan. You step into the hall and it's like this thing disappeared.
Honestly, it might no longer be here.
Well, I've got no other ideas.
We'll say if Wesk does not find it this turn, combat is off. Wesk, you are up.
Alright. I will use the seek action.
Okay. Nothing doing, Wesk.
Alright. Well, I guess that's that then.
Alright. We will call
Apparently
that
we all rolled like shit on perception.
correct. We will call that combat off, as you have lost sight of your quarry.
Was that thing up from Okor's office?
Man,
Maybe a cousin? I don't know.
we know.
Can I do a recall knowledge on it?
Sure. Give me a recall knowledge for nature. Or
Nature.
lore fey if you have it.
That ain't me, bud.
Speaking of lights, Wesk will look down to his wayfinder as he
You have
speaks
no
the,
idea what that thing is.
speaks the command word to light it back up.
Fucking Faye, man. I'm
Should
just
we
glad I had a silver hatchet.
get you lit back up, Gideon?
I wouldn't even know that silver is the reason that worked. I just know that it worked.
Nope, you just... Man, Wesk is small and you are big.
Raw strength it.
Yeah.
I mean, I hit it too, so I think he's just bad at this.
Wesk may just be bad
No,
at this.
again, Gideon, Tazan, you are big, Wesk is small. It's not even strength. It's just sheer size.
Yes.
Regardless, what would each of you like to do now that the danger, the immediate danger anyway, has settled down once more?
What? Hold on. Never actually got a chance to explore this room.
Let's get you lit back up for the moment here, Gideon.
Sounds good. I'm gonna re-equip my shield for the moment being.
I'm gonna look around this room and see if there's anything interesting about it.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a perception check. Or... a religion check.
Talking to the wrong person.
You note that despite the graffiti on the walls, this place is actually rather clean. Well, except for the fact that there's a very thin, almost imperceptible mucus-like membrane on the floor.
That smells disgusting, and I want to burn it.
Yeah.
Fortunately, I do not have the ability to burn it right now.
Do you not have a flint and steel?
I do, but it's probably not flammable.
I'm a little curious.
There's a bit for the hay right here.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say I'm a little curious about the scrolls. Is there anything I can do?
Give me a religion check.
Oh.
Hey, you're extra.
Is a 30 is a class?
Cezanne, these depictions are, while you struggle for a little bit to realize exactly what they are, they're not the finest works of art. These are various scrawls and depictions of the outer plane of hell, as it's colloquially known, or Avernus, Dispater, Garyon, Moloch. It's got many names, the 9 hells, but the 9 inverted layers of hell violently oppose the surrounding fabric of the planes around them, creating this awful, hellish wasteland. I could go on and on and on, but you get the general gist. This must be a devil's room. In fact, this mangled mess of a creature is likely yet another devil. It's not the first time you've seen a devil in the Gauntlet. The last few talked about being bound to a bargain with Belcora. You get the feeling this is probably something similar. You're not exactly sure why this room is cleaner than the others. It's got close proximity to cleaning supplies and such. These thoughts escape your mind.
Drawings of Avernus.
Who's the blood
Here.
Hell
That
is
bird
the
thing
common
drew pictures
note.
of hell.
Great. That would explain the pentagram-like things on the ground. Look, the bed.
It's,
Bed seems unusual for this room.
And if you would like my incredibly outdated map of the plains for Iridel, there we go. The old MS Paint map from
love it.
3.5.
Yeah, you. Everything else has kind of been working.
We have never had a reason to go to the plains, so it's kind of been.
We had a reason.
We did. We were going to for like a little one-off session, but
Yep.
But
It was
yes,
fun.
We did.
Bator, or the 9 Hells, or Hell as it's commonly known, full of the evil planes.
Thanks, I hate it.
This is actually before I even got rid of the River Oceanus. There have been some modifications to this. The River Styx is now just the single river that surrounds it, but... Anyway, we can continue when you guys are ready.
Well, if I do recall, that's the second devil we've seen here.
Very well.
I mean,
I'd like to
it's fine.
re-pick up the sword cane now that I'm reasonably certain the noise isn't going to do anything.
Okay.
But first,
You pick up the sword cane and snap it open, and you realize it is a low-grade silver sword cane. It clicks open and it bears a snake head on the tip of it, a silver emblem.
interesting. different who might like that. And God, do I owe him a favor after last time.
Anyway. I believe we're about done in there.
Ooh.
Oh, I didn't mean to close that.
No, that was me.
What was in the salad room?
I mean, clay golems. I didn't really want to touch them just in case. Do you think we can take 2 clay golems?
I don't want to fight any clay golems if I can possibly help it. We're just gonna... Yeah.
Very well.
That can stay that way.
Questions for another day.
Indeed.
What's the most valuable part of a golem anyway?
You could give me an Arcana check.
No.
Actually,
That was a rhetorical question.
Can I give you a crafting check for that?
Sure. Most golems have gems that are magically enchanted, much like the soul gem you found earlier in the torture device with the worm up here.
Shit.
Yeah.
Well, if we figure out how to free the souls from those soul gems, I can take a look.
As you
mutters to himself.
make your way down this processional hall, the light grows darker and grows to meet your vision now.
This is one long hallway.
This is a very long hallway.
Am I supposed to see anything right now?
Yes.
You should be able to.
I see nothing but blackness.
How about now?
Now I can.
Okay.
That's good. Well, that's full circle, huh? Yeah, right.
Alright. Well, we found our next stop.
Surely we've got to be getting close to where we were when we passed the mold.
I don't know.
As each of you approach this door, each of you hear the sound of metal clanging and wood splintering inside of this room. Something is active in this room.
Well, after you.
Metal clanging and wood splintering.
Sounds angry, whatever it is.
But go ahead.
I'm just wondering if we should take a moment to let Siri work on our wounds before we go further.
That might be a good idea.
I mean, how long would you say it's been since that previous fight ended, Stray?
About 2 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, I'll sit back and let her work on Gideon's wounds.
She can't do that. It's the caster's wounds that are a problem.
Well, I'll sit back and let her work on Zazan's wounds then.
I kinda had a couple brooms thrown at me.
Sorry to hear that.
I understand. I too have had wounds thrown at me.
Was it me?
Yes.
Zazan looks at you pleadingly, displaying his battered and bruised body.
Thank you.
Go ahead and hit that treat wounds macro for me, please.
Gonna do that risky surgery.
Also, out of sheer curiosity, while we're rolling this, was there supposed to be XP for the devil fight, or
You are absolutely right.
I didn't want to.
It's okay.
I-
It's better to...
Did I kill him or did I kill him?
We succeeded because
Huh.
risky surgery is fucking great.
You each will receive 40 XP for that devil fight. And you will auto succeed. You will take 4 points of slashing damage and immediately heal 17 points of damage as Ziri, with cold, calculated, not great bedside manner, but she's good at what she does, begins to patch and tend to your wounds, abruptly jerking your arm into the places she needs it to be as she works.
I like to imagine Sun kind of threw an arm out of socket from one of the brooms, and she's just like, come here, snap.
During those 10 minutes, Wes goes back to max health.
You sure do. 10 minutes passes quietly in the hallway as each of you take a second to tend to your wounds. Regardless, the long dark of the gauntlet stretches out before you some more. We may continue when ready.
Well then, Gideon, shall we?
Alright. I'll draw the hatchet. Do I hear anything at the door?
Wood splintering and metal banging. Easily.
Go ahead. I don't know how to give myself a treat wounds immunity, but
Interesting,
You can
whatever's in
right
there
click and
found,
go to
There we go.
found enough wood to keep splintering it for 10 minutes straight.
Immediately, rust and grime greet your nose. It's pretty bad. It's one of those smells that kind of hit you and you put your head down and gulp a little bit. The banging and smashing continues in the room. As you step inside of the room, the first thing you notice is that there is a barricade to the north, a wooden door with a haphazard planks of wood just propped against the door. The second thing you notice is that there is another door to the east here, and a pile of debris to your south. You still spot no movement, however.
I'm gonna slowly peek around this corner.
Okay. As you do so, two strange-looking creatures come into view, tinkering and toying with large contraptions far too large for their body. Stacks of splintered furniture, pieces of weapons and armor, coiled rope frayed beyond use, jagged shards of metal, all just trash and scrap lie in heaps piled up among the walls of this room. There is a forge here in the middle of the room that is unlit. These two creatures, squabbling between them, speak in a language that I believe you speak, Ziri. Yes. These two are snapping and snarling at each other, having some sort of conversation with each other. What would each of you like to do? They don't seem to have noticed your presence yet, Gideon.
Since I'm just trying to peer around the corner, I'd like to see if Ziri has any idea what they're saying.
You can
He
hear
is a
them
default linguistics expert.
pretty easily from here, Ziri. They are talking about modifying these contraptions that they have found, and that, well, whoever made them is stupid and an idiot and not as smart as them, because they have improvements that we can do to create better toys and launchers. They are squabbling about how best to improve this creation that they have discovered.
Do I have any idea what these are? I mean, I have some idea what these
I
are.
will relay that.
Okay. It looks to be... Give me a warfare check. It's not a weapon per se, not a standard one, but essentially it is a heavily modified crossbow. It has some dubious improvements to it. It has 2 crossbow launchers, even though it looks like you can only use one at a time. It's got a winch, which is great and all, except it's positioned on the wrong end of the crossbow, meaning you would have to turn the winch and hit the bolt when you wind the contraption. It's a crossbow, but it's not a crossbow. It's a piece of junk.
Excellent.
Based.
Really out of fucking nowhere.
Wrong campaign.
I know.
Do I know what these are? The creatures.
Give
I
me
feel like I should.
a society or occultism check.
That's gonna be society. Holy shit.
Good
I
news.
don't know what a goblin tinker is.
These are goblins. Look at them. It's got the ears and the like big bulbous eyes. Yeah, you've seen a
Great.
couple goblins in your time before. These
Goblin
ones are
breed,
probably
right?
like weirdly discolored because they've been underground for so long. Probably that's how that works. Yeah. Look, it's even got 5 toes. Every goblin's got 5 toes.
Gideon looks down briefly. Am I a goblin?
Of course not. You're too tall to be a goblin. Only small things can be goblins. Small
That's
and green. Like Wesk.
So since they're tinkering, what are my odds of getting right up in here?
I would need a stealth check to go any closer to these creatures.
That's about what I thought. Just gonna look at something real quick.
Could ask the one that has stealth.
Yeah, but I want to.
You've not met Gideon, huh? What are the rest of you doing as Gideon begins to have an existential crisis about whether or not Wesk is goblin since he is small and green?
Yes.
I mean, they've all stopped in the hallway. I think I get the sense something is probably up ahead. I'm just prepping myself the best I can.
Y'all can probably hear them, and Siri has already relayed that
Oh, yeah, true.
they're
That as well.
Actually, they are not speaking goblinoid. Ziri, you don't know goblinoid.
Interesting. Siri has already relayed that they're something else. Undercommon?
It is undercommon they are speaking, Ziri. Not that you would have told Gideon any of this.
No, sorry, that's purely out of character.
Yeah, I'm just gonna wait for those guys to move. I can't move further in the hall.
You can squeeze past them.
Well, if Wesk isn't doing anything,
I mean, I will. You know what? I will try to get closer to them, and while they're distracted, I'm going to see. Does it look like they have like any other weapons on them, or are they just focusing on this giant contraption?
They have hammers, what look to be war hammers that have been used for things they should not have. As well as this, they have their giant contraptions apiece, and they are working in a pile of scrap on something.
I am going to try and sneak up and attempt to spring the contraption they're working on.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check.
I'm gonna reroll that.
Okay.
I will be right back. I need to go find painkillers.
Okay.
Welp.
West, as you begin to creep forward. Good news, they don't seem to have spotted you. However, as you approach this contraption, you realize that you're going to have to traipse directly into their field of view over this pile of scrap, and you will be spotted should you wish to trigger it.
Do you think I could trigger it at one of them, or...
Give me a crafting check. Or engineering, if you would like.
They're both the same.
Engineering will have a lower DC since it is a lore skill, and it is specifically. Okay. With your engineering lore, you realize they are working on reassembling a ballista. And I use that term very loosely, as they have modified this ballista to... for some reason, it's got torches stuck on the end. Only one is lit for reasons beyond your recognition. They've also stapled a sword to it. You realize that would throw off the aim. And the piece de resistance, they've stuck a single wheel on the side of it. You can only hope that they have not finished building the wheels, and that they did not put a single wheel on the side of the ballista.
At the end of the day, it's still a ballista, though, right?
I use that term very loosely, Wesk. This thing would fall apart if you fired it.
But it would still fire once?
Sure.
Would I be able to, make it fire at one of them before combat starts? Or would that be too much?
You would have to wheel it around and fire before they notice you. They would notice you instantly. You are radiating light right now, bud.
Then in that case, can I attempt... Instead of doing that, I am going to try and cut the ballista's line so they can't use it in the fight.
Well, I've got good news. It's not attached.
Oh.
Ballista's a very loose term.
This would be 3 actions, 2 to reassemble the ballista very quickly, and 1 to fire, and it might survive the attack.
Then I'm just gonna get the surprise round and shoot this one in the back.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
See how that was the best course of action the whole time?
Siri, you watch as Wes creeps forward, confused, looking between this creature and his contraption, as the first one goes, "No, no, we need more fire. Fire hates everything, hates everyone." The second one goes, "That's stupid. You're stupid. I say we enchant it with darkness magic." Go ahead and give me an attack roll if you would, Wes.
Did somebody say fire?
We use darkness magic. That's a crit, by the way. That is, he is currently flat-footed to you. My idea rocks. Your idea sucks ass. And it is going to take 15 points of piercing damage, and we are going to begin combat. As he shrieks in pain. Ah! Yeah, like that. Oh.
Did not roll well today for initiative.
I rolled
okay.
5 ones in Yuri's session. I feel nothing.
Rolled 3 so far, just today, so.
I have a plus 11.
Oh my god.
Oh no.
How's your plus 11 going, bud? You know,
That's
everyone else had at least a plus 7, right?
We're going to begin the encounter with you, Ziria. What would you like to be doing? As your comrades leap forward at these creatures. What you know to be somewhat intelligent creatures.
Yeah, they're goblins, right? Goblins are somewhat intelligent.
Well, I guess we're killing them.
It seems like this party is not the party if you want to diplomacy your way through the gauntlet, unfortunately.
I diplomatized with one guy. We still need to find him a contract, it's just not on this.
Diplomacy your way through the gauntlet.
Please go ahead and roll your damage for me, if you would.
Oh boy. One of them succeeded, one of them did not.
Remember, you may target multiple things if you would like to truly capture that.
Do I just have to state I'm targeting multiple things?
Press T on 2.
You can do that?
Yeah.
I thought it would auto switch which one you
No,
were
hit Shift T, just like you would Shift
No,
click.
it auto.
Oh, interesting.
So yes, you would, if you would like to target both, and then hit your damage button again to see the full display of electric arc. If you just want the animation, rather.
Hey, exact same damage. Aw, sick.
Okay.
You have one action left as streaks of lightning leap from Ziri's finger across the scrap iron and pig iron, jumping forward into the creatures. They both let out a simultaneous echoing. That is 10 points of damage on one and 5 points on the other. Would you like your shield, Zilly?
Yeah.
Go ahead and give me that shield button, please. As Ziria once again conjures up a protective shield over herself. We are going to go to you, Wesk. I believe you are up next.
Will you let me have the sword and pistol off off guard because I got the strike on him?
Not this time, bud.
Okay. Just wanted to double check.
That is a
Didn't
critical
need
hit.
Minimum damage.
Would have been better.
You slam your kukri into this thing as you take the opportunity to reload the blast, catching him still completely off guard. He was trying to seemingly finish his conversation, making a point to point out why his contraption is better, even as you stab him in a sore spot. I believe you have 2 actions left, bud. That is going to be a hit. Three more points of damage. Let's see, that is reloading strike fired. We've got 1 action left.
I don't know if I can reloading strike again. I don't know if it's once per turn.
Reloading strike is not
a
once per
flourish
turn.
action?
It is not a flourish.
Alright, well. Fishing.
Roll
Time
that
to
at
fish.
-10, I guess.
I will point out, let's see. Nope, never mind. That is, however, a hit. A crit, rather. Go ahead and roll your
Time
damage.
to fish.
As you once
Better.
stated,
Always time to.
gun crits, as believe, as you stated earlier. You each watch as Wes descends on this thing. Goblin on goblin violence is never the answer, you think, Gideon?
I don't know, it might be the answer. Wes is doing a pretty good job.
Regardless, that is going to go to the enemy's turn.
Oh, I just realized Zond is yet again unable to see what's going on.
Nope. Still just kind of meandering from room to room and seeing piles of bodies. The creature now...
Really effective, not that you would know. Sorry.
The creature now turns and whirls to face you, Wesk, as it... doubles back, taking a stance with its comrade. Targets you, Wesk, pointing its contraption at you and fires, and you each watch as a large spherical ball of iron just slams into Wesk. It is less a projectile and more of just a sling bullet that cracks into your rib cage painfully, Wesk. Yes! See? I told you! It is then going to...
I'm glad we have Dollar Tree Thunder Cannon.
It reaches
Really?
beside of it, slapping something else into its strange launcher, firing, hitting again. As another iron ball crashes into your rib cage quickly, Wesk. You are up, Cezanne.
I'll take a quick step over. Yeah. At a glance, can I tell how Wesk is doing here?
Been better.
You arrive just in time to see the second ball crack into Wesk, but you heard it from the hallway.
I think I'm gonna use my last heal. Where do I have that? It's I think he needs it. That's the same number from earlier.
Wesk, you are healed to full, I believe. Yes.
Yep.
The second ball cracks into you, the ears ringing loudly as the blood pumps in your body. All you can hear is your heartbeat for a moment as Cezanne turns the corner and a familiar feeling of pain relief fills you. You feel like you can continue on. Did you take a step, Suzanne? I didn't actually notice.
Yeah, I did take a step.
Okay. So that will be the end of your turn, which brings us back to...
This is nothing. Slingers at me dodging cannonballs.
I'm going to just fix our music very quickly. There we go. There we go. It was getting a little out of sync, unfortunately, because I'm having to manipulate 2 instances of Foundry at the same time.
Yeah, I didn't stop hearing our music.
Should fix that. It's good music.
Oh, I mean, it's not the music. It's not my thing this time because I'm hearing all the sound effects.
That is another hit. Wesk as another large iron ball slams into you once. Misses. Nope. Actually, he gets a +1 because of that. So that is a hit. Twice.
Oh, it's dead.
I love this.
That one will miss as he fires. See? Mine hits just as good as yours. Nonsense. Look how he's barely standing. He was barely standing when I shot him, too.
They're saying all this in undercommon, right?
Correct. None of you can hear them, except Ziri.
Oh, we can hear them. We just can't understand them.
Yes. That is you, Gideon. You are up.
Yeah, I'm getting a little sick of the whole goblins with giant...
Goblins with guns? Man, you're playing the wrong fucking setting for this.
Hey, not my thing.
Give me an acrobatics check, if you would.
I will.
Okay. You proceed unabashed.
Good. I am targeting the one that is near death.
Okay. Seems like most of you are targeting this one. That is a hit. It may as well be a guaranteed kill, but let's, just for funsies, give me a that's what I thought. As you crack into it, Ziri, you listen to the second one, look at his comrade and go, see, mine's better, I'm not dead. You have
I
one
am
action
going
left.
to drop my shield.
Okay.
Let me do that real quick. Dropped. You'll be dead soon.
That is a hit. For 10 more points of damage, and this thing is now grabbed. As Gideon crashes into one, sinking his hatchet about 3 inches into its shoulder before whirling around and grabbing the other one. Hey, wait! That is top of the round. That is going to go to you, Ziri.
I don't like your funny words, shitty tinkerer, man.
Okay.
Give us something good, witch.
Cast. Didn't I cast electric art?
You sure did. I spoke too soon. That, however, is a critical success. So it is not going to deal any damage as you fire your lightning At the last second, Gideon grabs it and scoops it out of the way of your attack. I've got one action left.
Okay.
Alright, we're gonna go top of the round to you, Wesk.
I'm gonna teach you a little thing about smokes.
I'm gonna learn you about guns. Click. Ah, it jammed. Well, that's embarrassing.
Yeah, that is in fact a. I think this is probably. I think this might be the first time it's happened. I think I need to take a round to clear it. Would be how it works.
I would say your weapon has been maintained up until this point. It's not gonna... You will need to spend 10 minutes to clean it, but for now it's fine.
Alright.
I'm not going to just put misfires on the gun rolls. It'll be fine.
Okay. Well, they exist in the gun rules, but
Yes. But your gun has been maintained, is what I'm saying. That is specifically for, like, shittily maintained guns.
moving and using a loading strike.
And you have made a point to mention that you are, that is a hit because of the off guard. Nice job, Gideon. Nice job,
For all the good it does.
Wesk. You have made it a point to mention that you are maintaining your gun at the end of each night. That's all I need.
Okay.
You stride forward, and while your gun clicks and jams, you quickly snap it to the side and clear the jam as the slingers once taught you before striding forward and slicing this thing. I believe that is 3 actions for you, however.
I need to be right back 1 second.
That sounds good. You are up, Cezanne. As something is happening. Ah, there they are.
I take a step into the room and what in the world?
Oh, it's just piles of trash and muck everywhere. And some sort of small humanoid.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna divine lance this.
Okay. Go ahead and roll me an attack. Your choice.
Yeah. What?
That is a miss, unfortunately, as your attack goes wide. Actually, you
use
were
my-
targeting
oh.
Wes.
Why am I targeting Wesk?
Actually,
That's
it
a
won't
good
matter.
question.
Also,
The
I'll use
AC
my
won't.
hero point.
Okay.
And target the correct one this time. I'm not targeting Wesk. I changed my target.
Correct. Wes, would you like to use your fake out
Yeah,
to
sure.
possibly turn this into a hit?
Well,
That is going to succeed because Wesk threatened the enemy with fake out, giving you the +1 you need to hit. Go ahead and roll damage for me, Cezanne.
Sure.
as it is going to take the full 7 points of damage as a bolt of divine light comes streaking past your shoulder, slamming into the creature. It writhes and squirms, kicking and screaming. Can't understand what it's saying, but it's definitely in pain, whatever it's saying, Gideon. Which I believe takes us to this creature's turn. It is going to... drop its strange item. Retrieving the hammer from its tool belt, it swings at you, Gideon, with the large hammer cracking into your shoulder painfully for 14 points of bludgeoning damage as it brings it down on you painfully once. Its second attack.
Like, grabbed that off its belt?
Correct.
Wouldn't that be another AOO?
I
I
will.
believe that grabbing an item's a manipulate action, but you know better than I do.
Let's see. I don't actually know off the top of my head, but I will double check.
Drawing a weapon uses the interact.
Then yes, interact is an action. So go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity as it drops its weapon and reaches for the attack. That is a critical hit. For 14 points of damage. Unfortunately, not quite enough to drop it. You take advantage of this thing's complete lack of defense to drive your hatchet into its neck. It screams, and you're just a little bit too into the attack to dodge its counterattack as it cracks your chin from below, knocking your head back painfully before crashing it down a second time, hitting your armor. Unable to pierce it, however, or rather dent it, your full plate, before finally it lashes out with its teeth, snapping and snarling at you with fangs. You pull your head back and extend your arm, and it cannot get a good latch onto you. It is now your turn, Gideon. You are up. It is no longer grabbed.
Combat grab on the last one, right?
As far as I know.
Oh, yeah, take it next turn. It's right there. Very cool.
It's one of the things that, you know, doesn't make it obscenely broken.
Yeah. Cool. I'm gonna do it again.
Okay, go for it. I will say combat grab is supposed to be a press attack. I think they are changing that in the Pathfinder 2E remaster rules.
Oh. You are correct.
Regardless, that is a hit.
You want me to change it to a snagging strike, or?
No, it's fine, bud. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Let's just keep it going. That is 5 points of slashing damage as you bring your axe down again, grabbing the foe. And apparently Tiff rushed in here to tell me my alarm was going off. Nobody mentioned that, but it is apparently on stream.
I was
can't
wondering
hear
what I heard, but I just thought something was coming through.
Yeah,
someone's
anyway.
lines.
Yeah, same.
It's a little bit embarrassing, but it's fine. That was just my bedtime alarm, letting me know to go to bed since it's 12 o'clock right now.
It sure is. Alright, let's wrap this up. I'm gonna re-roll that.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Much better.
Still a whiff, unfortunately. You have one action left, Gideon.
You know what? We're gonna swing for the fences today.
Fighter privilege.
Fighter privilege.
Rider privilege?
Where'd my other hit point go? Oh, you detracted one and I
Oh.
detracted one.
Well, yeah.
I was gonna use it on that, but...
Then go for it. Fighter privilege indeed, folks.
Fighter privilege does not roll today.
Gideon does not have
Alright.
fighter privilege as he swings once, twice, 3 times, and this thing is kicking and screaming, "No! No, I don't wanna!" Brings us to you,
you're gonna.
Siri.
I don't understand this thing, but it's really annoying.
So I have very sad news for you. Since shortly after my last term, I've been trying to reload Foundry, which died on me again,
Oh, sick.
and it will not load for me. Oh wait! Oh shit! All I had to do was say something. Sorry, my parents are asleep and I just was shouting. Anyways. It's loading now. It's okay, we're at 5%.
Okay. That's good. Would you like to
We're
just...
still at... Oh, we're at 10%.
Would you like
We're
to
going.
just
We're going.
torturous trauma the
Torturous
thing,
trauma
or
this thing.
electric arc, or produce flame, or
Sure, just
Any of
cast
them
some
kill.
electricity on it.
cast some electricity on it? We sure will, honey. That is going to be a failure, so we are going to witness Siri's max damage destroy this thing as it collapses, and we are going to end combat there.
Alright.
More tasty XP.
What just happened?
Pretty sure it was goblins. Wesker, you a goblin?
My computer had a stroke.
Ask me that question again, see how it turns out.
And each of you receive 80 more XP, almost level 4 already, guys.
I'm reasonably certain Wesker's a goblin.
He's small,
But he doesn't seem to
he's
like pressing
green,
the issue,
but he's
so-
only got 4 toes instead of 5, so he's probably some weird offshoot of a goblin.
Hmm.
Oh yeah, he's got the scale thing going on too. I don't know what that's about. It's a skin condition.
Are you a Yoshi?
Wow.
Wesk, would you like to
What?
retort?
What the fuck's a Yoshi?
Little green dinosaur. Look kind of like a Yoshi.
Wesk's always talking about, kobolds, and kobolds are related to dragons, and dragons are basically dinosaurs.
Yeah, it all makes sense. And can I ride you?
Wes is going to take his gun, point it at Gideon. Never say that again.
Right. I'm gonna go check the door down here.
Guys.
Writing must be a sensitive topic for their people. Brings up their ancient past. See 2 more large double doors that lead to the west from this hallway.
Very cool. Hallway loops around back here. I think we can save the rest for next session. I assume that would be good for all involved.
Probably.
Honestly, I think we should return back to town before much longer.
Yeah, we should probably do that.
I've used all the blessings of healing Laura has granted me for today.
like to get an actual weapon, and also, I feel like I might be bleeding out.
You have taken
Just
a
a
lot
little
of
bit.
damage.
I don't even know what I
would
saw.
help
I
you,
just
but I
saw
can
iron
basically not click
balls
anything.
and
My bad.
That's okay. There's nothing you could really do at the moment. I still have treat wounds immunity. We really do need to go back.
Fair enough.
it was a productive day. We got the books we were coming for.
Ran through a whole bunch of the first floor. I wonder how much is left.
We've
This is the second floor.
learned
You guys have still not cleared the first floor.
we've learned a few things.
Regardless, any last thoughts or any last words before we wrap it up for the night for our audience?
I would like a weapon. It's not a hatchet now.
No. Next person.
Nope.
Look, we got one session without seeing horrific Eldritch imagery, and I can be happy about that.
Did
That
you visit
fucking-
the same room I visited? 'Cause
It's a different kind of horror there. I can live with that.
priest can live with Satan. I cannot live with Satan.
I don't know. I'm using this as on voice for something I'm saying out of character.
Happens to the best of us, bud.
Yeah, fun session. One day I'll have fairy fire equipped, and there will be a fairy. I will be happy.
No,
Yep.
I'm pretty sure that every single time you equip it, there will be no Fae, and every single time you don't equip it, there will be Fae.
Not quite what fairy fire means, but okay.
I mean,
Yeah.
it deals with invisibility, but
Invisible
yeah,
creatures, yes,
it does sure feel that Faye.
It's just especially
Boo.
helpful.
Boo.
Good night, everybody.
Good night,
everyone.
everybody.